All right, folks, I felt it would be valuable to bring my wife into the video.
He takes subscriber
What?
input. Someone asked you in your comments to use the Bo Rat voice when you said
Really?
wife. Yeah.
Like Sleeve of Wizard. So I wanted to bring her into the video because the Gjeebs organization has 94.1% male audience, and DEI does not like that. So we're trying to increase the female audience here at the Gjeebs organization. So today, Jamie is going to give you her perspective on the Model Y. Females' minds work differently than the male mind, and I think she will say things that I would have never have thought of on this. So let's begin. Go. Okay, so we have a 2020 Model Y.
Yes.
And so in comparison to that, what do you like? What stands out on the new Model Y?
Like getting into it, it just feels nicer. Like it's soft.
Yeah.
You know?
The Alcantara. This is a launch
Whatever
one.
this is.
Yeah, some match probably recycled trash from the ocean around that.
And we
they
love
saved that turtle.
That's luxury.
The straw from the turtle, that's what they built that out of.
Yeah. Luxury.
I can say the straw from the turtle and everyone in the country knows what that means. It's pretty amazing.
They took it off of his neck.
I know.
And they said, we need that in a
In
Tesla.
his nose.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Oh, it is the nose right
It's
now.
the nose, yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't know how it fit around his
a lot of people have noses. We also talked about this right here. It has a front-facing camera, so you can see there's poles in front of us here at the gas station, and you can see exactly how close you are to them. The Model 3 doesn't even have that, so that's
nice.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah, especially for those of us who are challenged with parking.
Yeah, those of us who like to curb through
I don't
wheels.
like to.
You do it a lot, so I wouldn't do something a lot that I didn't like to do.
It's an accident.
Okay, well, let's take it for a ride.
All right.
And let's have a chat.
I do like that it still has this
Okay.
because I feel fancy. But I like that I don't have to use buttons for the blinker.
Yes, so it does have the shift stock, and you like that. So you like the shifting on the screen,
Yeah.
and then, okay.
I'm worried I'm going to curb it. I'm not even near a curb.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a curb.
You'd be Vion's #1 curb wheel salesman. Look at that.
Yeah, they should sponsor me.
I know.
Hopefully they sponsor you.
They do. They're coming out with those wheel protectors here soon.
Thank goodness.
Yep.
Those were invented for
Special
me.
prices on Camel cigarettes, $9.42.
Don't do that. That's yucky. It feels nice to drive. I don't know, it feels like a substantial car, which I know that the 2020 is also like they're heavy. They're all heavy, but it's just like it feels like I'm doing something.
Yeah, the suspension rebounds nicely.
That's what I meant. Mm-hmm.
Like Sydney Sweeney rebound, right?
I don't really know what you mean by that, but
Like when she walks, they just
Everyone
kind of move in a
loves-
natural motion,
yeah,
right?
it's smooth.
Smooth, yeah.
None of this is relatable to Sydney Sweeney.
Okay,
you
sorry.
just wanted to talk about tits.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
It's quiet.
Yes.
Which
And
is nice.
and also I did some testing. This is 5 decibels. What was that? Was that a homeless person with a kid pushing them?
No, it was someone in an electric wheelchair, but someone was standing on the back of the electric
He's
wheelchair.
weighing them down.
They were loaded up for sure.
Okay.
What were you asking?
So I did some testing. This is 5 decibels quieter than a Rivian R1S on the highway.
Wow.
That's significant.
Is it? Okay.
Yes. So I thought that was
Word
interesting.
for it. Yeah, that is interesting. It's nice.
Also, this video is brought to you by INTOTHEAM.com. They have their Memorial Day sale going on right now. So 25 to 70% off, and when you use code Gjeebs, you save an additional 10% off. This is one of their athletic tees. These things are extremely light, great to work out in. I even like having babies. I like to put them on these because if they spit up or something on them, it's very soft and it very easily washes out. So they're basic tees, they're basic hoodies. My wife thinks I'm better looking in their basic hoodies, gets her riled up. Could work for you at home as well. So go to INTOTHEAM.com, use code Gjeebs, 10% off. That is stackable with any other promotion that they have going on. Now back to it. All right, so the other thing is it has full self-driving.
Yeah,
Do you ever use it?
I do.
Really?
Yeah.
Should we use it right now?
Well,
Okay, so when do you use it?
if I'm going somewhere.
Okay.
I don't know. I just if fancy.
You just want to
Strikes
feel
me
fancy, it strikes you?
Yeah.
See, I feel like I don't use it for local trips, but if I'm onto a highway or something.
Well, I don't do a lot of highway road trip travel
Right.
on my own. But yeah, locally, like if I go to an appointment or a friend's house, or I don't know, I just turn it. If I have it, I'll turn it on. I actually keep trying to turn it on in the 2020 Model Y, because that's all you let me drive. And we don't have it in there.
Yeah, we don't.
So that's frustrating.
Okay.
I'm like, wow, I wish I could just not drive right now.
Yeah.
But I have to.
But I do like the nice.
Far away from curbs.
Nice job. Far away from curbs. Now, how hard was that?
It took conscious thought.
I mean, the messages I get from my subscribers saying, hey, what do you recommend for this or that? My wife, you know, blah, 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 totaled the car again. And I truly feel for these people. Look at this Model Y, Model Y, Model Y.
Model Y Nation. I think women just have more going on in their minds. And
Okay.
you can't just turn that off when you're driving. Like, I feel like you can get in a car and you can just shut your brain off and only think about driving.
Yeah, I can, because I love it. I'm thinking about, are there any rattles? How's the acceleration feel? Full self-driving.
Thoughts that have literally never gone through my head.
Yeah, see, this is why you should, maybe so, do you think women should have, like, more of a harder driver's test?
No, I think that we should just be...
A lot more locked in while you drive.
No, you just need to cut us some slack.
Cut you some slack, and maybe just use full self-driving more, because then...
Yeah, that could be the solution to all our problems.
Yeah.
Or maybe if you like put your laundry in the basket, then I'd be less stressed out.
Laundry in the basket.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all have men all of those issues. Okay, so you're now running in to do some UPS, Amazon returns?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to sit here and think.
Okay.
Just need some time alone.
Yeah, you don't have enough time to do that.
All right, do you want to engage full self-driving?
Yes, I do.
Boom, baby.
Did I do it?
Yeah,
Cool.
Single click. So here we go. Also, the other thing I will say is a lot of people have had really good experiences owning. The reason I'm bringing this up is because I've talked to two people recently who are getting rid of their Teslas, not because of anything political or anything like that. They just enjoy owning an electrical vehicle. They enjoy owning an EV so much, the lack of maintenance, and they're just looking for something new. And that something new is a Rivian. So there's a girl in Pennsylvania, she was helping my parents with something recently, and she's like, I want to drive an R1S, but there's nowhere here to do it. And yeah, so I think there's a lot of that going around too. People moving from Tesla to Rivian, whether they're making more money or want to try something different. I think that's cool as well. So I guess we'll ask you this while the car is full self-driving.
Yep.
How do you feel about this compared to the Rivian? Because we do have an R1T.
We do have one. They're different vehicles.
Yeah.
I think in my head the R1T is like my mom car because we have the car seats in it. But you're up high. So I think I said that in the last video about the Rivian. Like, I like being up high.
Yeah. And
so it's nice to have that. And it's kind of your only option in an electric vehicle.
in terms of being up high.
Yeah.
Because the Kia EV9, you drove that.
Yeah.
And it does sit up high. That was good.
It does, but you're paying the same cost as a Rivian for a Kia.
Kind of. It starts at 55, but it does get up to 80. And the
Right.
Rivian starts at 75.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess that is like a more accessible
yes.
option.
It doesn't have as much. Yeah.
You know, it doesn't have as many features as the Rivian.
It doesn't have the awesome software and air suspension. Like the Rivian's
right,
got
but if
so
you
much.
want an EV SUV, that is a good accessible option if you don't have the means to buy a Rivian. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of money for a car.
Yeah.
And if you didn't do this for a living, we probably would not have these cars.
No, that's another thing to bring up to people is like I currently own 4 vehicles. I would own 2 vehicles. Like if I'm making what I make in a regular job, I wouldn't have 4 vehicles, but it's my business, so that's why I have them. I don't recommend it to people.
It's a lot of cars.
Yeah. But it's the soul of my business, and that's what it is. You have to take some risks. Yeah, so full self-driving is money.
Yeah, I'm actually interested to see how it does on this road because there is some construction.
Yeah.
And normally it keeps up with like the pace of traffic. So no one drives the actual 55 in this construction zone. So I'm interested about that. And then there's also some like abrupt lane lines that the R1T does not handle well. So I'm interested to see how the full self-driving handles it.
Yeah.
You know where I'm talking, like right up Price. Oh,
Yeah.
we're not even going to go up Price Road. Oh, no.
What a loser. Can't even go up Price Road.
Well, we're exiting before the
I know.
construction part that I'm talking about. So
What a stupid road.
I thought I was going to get a massage. So we're going to a different place.
You go into a massage part, Asian massage?
Might be nice, but
Wow.
no, I go to Elements.
Ah,
Yeah.
they don't do the old.
My girl Sunshine. She's great.
I always get Moonshine. I always get
Sunshine.
Melania. Melania, she is an illegal immigrant.
Anyway, yeah, I like to use full self-driving. Just like, I don't know, I feel like it just kind of like backs me up.
Yeah.
People drive kind of crazy in Arizona, so like I'm still paying attention, but I've got something like Tesla's got my back, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, they're very safe. The cooling with the kids, you know, if you go into a grocery store, you can leave it on keep.
All the time. Sometimes over the summer when we go into music,
Yeah.
I leave it on for the full hour.
Yeah, I know. You can just let it crank.
But I like do it at like 85.
Right.
You know, so it's not like full AC the whole time, but it's easier to get into a car at 85 than it is at
110.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, so yeah, you would never do that with a gas car.
No.
And I gotta say, as much as I love gas cars, you know, I love specific enthusiast cars. I try to get myself to be like, maybe I get like a used X7. That'd be fun to make videos on. But then it's like, you're looking at a minimum of like $400 to $1,500 a year in maintenance, and then on top of that, the expensive tires. And they don't drive as well. The drivetrains aren't as good. They drive nice. They're luxurious. They drive well, but the acceleration and the smoothness of the driving, you don't have to wait to get in the right gear or the turbo to spool up or anything. It's just the EV drivetrain is excellent.
Yeah.
Like for a daily driver.
That's something I haven't thought about in so long. But like merging onto a freeway, like I don't even have to think twice about it now. Like it's just so easy.
Yeah.
Like you're up. I mean, I remember, for those of you who've been here a while, we're gonna throw this back to the Escape. I mean, getting that up to speed.
It was a joke. It had a 1.6 liter turbo. We drove up to like Flagstaff one day in the Escape, and you go up to 7,000 feet elevation. We got a warning about the transmission overheating. It's like, we're just going uphill. It's like they're
I
just poorly
wanted
built.
specifically the smaller engine.
Yeah.
Because it got better gas mileage.
Yeah.
I was in grad school. I had no money.
Yeah, you
was trying to save every
money.
little bit I can on.
I've never looked at a comment. Nothing bothers me.
Anyway, he is 6 feet tall. I am 6 feet tall. Actually, I'm 5'11" and 3/4.
Yeah. Women are the opposite of men. Like men will lie about their height. They'll stretch it a few inches. Like I have friends that are 4'8" and they're like, I'm 5'9", dude. I'm average.
I mean, I've had someone like, well, yeah, I'm 5'10", so you must be like
yeah,
6'2",
we were in this golf store one time. This guy is standing next to Jamie. He came up maybe to your nipples, and he's like, I'm 5'11", so what are you, like 6'5"? She's like, no. It was ridiculous. Anyways, we're completely off topic. The car's been driving itself perfectly as we're sitting here.
It's been nice.
I think.
Well, now we're being a little dumb.
Here's my guess. Well, yeah, we just went into a turn lane here, and there's cones.
Are we gonna hit the cones?
Looks like so. It managed it,
Okay,
but
alright.
again, I don't know why it would go to that lane.
Because we're turning
Left here?
Oh yeah,
And it did
that's
it!
why. Wow. All right.
See,
it made me look stupid. So for anyone behind me, they're like, "What a dumbass."
That's the thing. You have like secondhand embarrassment from FSD, which is funny.
I do. I'm like, that person thinks I'm so dumb. There'll be times if I'm in full self-driving on the highway and it like gets over and I'm like, no, don't get over. So I stop it and like yank it back.
Yeah.
Literally having an argument with my car.
I know.
And I'm like, people probably think I'm so dumb. Like what? Or they must think I'm not paying attention because I'm swerving.
Right. Yeah. I here's what
Sometimes
I'll say.
you just have to let go and let God, let full self-driving just do what it's gonna.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what they say. Instead of Jesus take the wheel, it's Elon take the wheel.
You do that to me all the time.
I do that to you. I actually hold my tongue a little bit when you're talking to try to like.
Because people were calling you out for it.
I don't read comments. Look at all these people with vaped out windshields. Clean your windshield, you pigs. Do you see that every windshield just vaped out? I've always been like hesitant on FSD. Like I'm just not like a huge advocate or I could care less really either way. But
it's because you like driving.
Because I like driving. I think though, in this specific Model Y, in the next year, I'm going to say within the next 2 years to be safe, we will be able to sit in the back of it and it will drive us somewhere.
It'll be nice.
I think you'll be able to do it. It has the screen in the back, so you can have some commands back there.
I don't know that I could let go enough to do that.
I could.
Well, I know, but...
Because you've done a Waymo, haven't you?
No, I've never done a Waymo.
Huh.
Maybe I should do a Waymo. Should we do a video?
Yeah, you should do a Waymo. All right, so now a feature that you just said that you like.
I love that this will park for me.
Yes.
I do, however,
Yeah.
get embarrassed at how long it takes.
Yeah. Oh no. Okay. So.
Okay, well, we're gonna do it anyway.
Okay.
Okay.
So you like this?
I do. I'm just embarrassed.
Right.
Oh, that lady. But it's nice that like it just does it, you know.
Yeah, if it's a tight spot. And then what's crazy is you can even summon it to you.
Can
which
I?
You've probably never done.
I've never done it, and I can do that.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay, we'll summon. I mean, that sounds right up my alley.
Yeah.
From how far?
Across the country. if
Wow,
you
it
want.
just braked because it thought this lady was going to jump out.
Wow.
Yeah,
That was cool.
saw the lady and stopped.
All right, so now the exterior of the car. What do you like? What do you not like? Changes, all that stuff.
The front of it is really cool looking.
Yeah. Yeah, the light bar is sick.
Yeah, I like that. And the color,
Quicksilver.
yeah,
Big fan.
big fan.
Yeah.
It's a nice
What about the
color.
wheels?
Never looked at them.
Never looked them. Take a look at them. What do you think of them?
Eh,
Wheels, whatever.
Yeah.
You don't care.
They're
Okay.
I like black better.
Another thing I'd like to point out. You like the black? Yeah, I might get these
Yeah.
powder coated black.
Is that easy to touch up?
Yeah, you just like nail polish remover and you touch it up. It's easy.
Perfect.
Yeah. This right here, so this piece is
Okay.
plastic
Is it?
and this is metal. And the reason that this is plastic is easier for insurance claims, cheaper to replace
Ah.
because people bash this off of their garage door or back into things.
Wow, they really think of everything.
So to reduce insurance costs, that's why that is plastic. I love this light bar is really cool.
Yeah. No, excuse me?
Yeah, so if you stand behind it, it opens up. Did you know that?
No,
Huh.
clearly not.
Yeah.
I didn't ask it to do that.
Well,
That's kind of cool.
yeah.
But what if you're just standing back here?
Yeah, that's the annoying part. It's like
can't
you can't
stand
really
by my
cancel
car.
it. You can't go like, no.
Well, I mean, I guess if you stood, should we test? If I stand close enough, will it stop? Or is it going to knock me over?
I think it'll hit you. AI does not fool around. So,
Do you think you have to be by me because you have the phone?
oh, that's true. Nothing.
Maybe because maybe you stand. It maybe knows I'm too close. It doesn't want to hit me.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, well, I think the back of it looks nice.
Yeah, and then what about the rear? Get in the rear. What do you think back there? Because you've never been back there.
You're right, I haven't. Have I?
Take a seat. First time for
Take a
everything.
seat. Now I am 5'11" and 3/4.
5'11" and 3/4.
Oh, this is nice.
Yeah. Don't you kind of wish you were back there more? I don't know. I always like you buy. I don't know. I'm always like I buy these cars, and I never get to ride in the back of them. It's kind of depressing.
We need to recreate our road trip with 5 grown adults.
We do. 5 U.S. size adults was the title of that
US
video.
size.
Yeah, which is different.
I think I'm.
The rest of the
I'm
world is like
larger
we are
than
so
US.
skinny and so sexy.
Oh, okay.
We're like we want cheeseburgers. We're 5'11"
Yeah.
and 3/4.
There's no hump in the.
In Teslas, no, because they're designed correctly. See, in a gas car, transmission
yeah.
tunnel.
But
drive
I just,
shaft.
for some reason, can't remember our other one.
Yeah, it was flat, just like this.
Cool.
Rear screen,
Do these have coolies?
heated.
Oh,
And then they also adjust on the side here. You tap that button down there and you can electrically adjust the tilt. There you go.
I mean, now we're reclined.
Yeah, now we're talking. And how about, the sunshade is up. The sunshade's from Vion, by the way. I'll have a discount code. But the silver lining that they've put on this roof, you can kind of see the purple hue, I think. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but they've done a really nice job with that and rejecting heat. So that's a massive update.
Yeah, it's just, it's clean.
Yeah.
Do I smell?
Do you stink?
I think I do.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
You have to stay in the back.
I'm sorry.
Goodbye. All right, so overall, the Model Y is a great value right now. It's at $48,990, $49,000 car. 0 to 60 in 4.6 seconds with the acceleration boost 4.1. Over 300 miles of range. You guys saw me do a range test to Las Vegas. From Phoenix to Las Vegas, one charge. They're comfortable, they're quiet, the heat rejection on the roof. They've absolutely killed it on this redesign. And they just released the rear-wheel drive version of this, starts at $44,000. Gets like 357 miles of range. It's just great. And they have good financing on these right now. It's like 1 or 2%. So these things are excellent. I've owned the 2020. I've now had one for almost 5 years. There's a reason it's the best-selling vehicle in the world, and that is because it makes a lot of sense. The value of it, when you consider the efficiency, the lack of maintenance and the speed, plus the technology. The sound system on this thing is better than a $75,000 Rivian with an upgraded sound system. It's remarkable how good they are. So yeah, we highly recommend it. We've owned one for years. We love it. Driven it across the country multiple times, and I've not had any issues. I've had like just minor things, take it into service and fix it.
I feel like you should be on camera for this part.
Getting suggestions from the peanut gallery.
Well, either that or I should be saying it, you know.
If you want to see her and I take a road trip, click this video right here.
If you want to see us take a road trip together, click this video right here.
Oh my God.